It really helps me when I leave it on.
Nah, you got to face
It's helped recruiting quite a bit. See,
you want to give us an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
yeah, just really proud of our kids. You know, it's been a tough 3-week stretch, and then obviously losing the other day, and just couldn't be proud of our kids. I thought they just, you know, I think I've got so much respect for Louisville's talent and the job that Jeff Walz does. I just, you know, again, as I said, coming in, they deserve to be number one in the country. And it was just one of those nights. I mean, that's what happens. You know, we did a good job defending. And, you know, what about Evans? I mean, holy cow. You know, just she just takes over ball games, obviously. But just thought we did a great job defensively on the boards. I mean, those are the things we have to do to be successful. And obviously having Elisa Canane back was a big plus. That having 4 people in double figures and a lot of people contributing. It was just a great team win. And like I said, really proud of them.
All right, Doug Feinberg, you want to start us off?
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Well, thanks, Doug.
So you just said you thought Louisville deserved to be number one coming into the game. I mean, you guys haven't lost when you're at full strength. You beat Louisville and you beat South Carolina. You think you deserve to be number one now by that logic?
You know, I'll leave that up to other people. I just got to, you know, we just got to make sure we continue to get better. And, you know, I was concerned coming into this game because I felt like we looked tired. We looked sluggish, you know, after the layoff and all. So needed to get our mojo back. And so tonight I thought we did that. So, and, you know, it's great, obviously, for our players to be mentioned in the rankings and all that. But let's face it, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean a whole lot right now. And it's all about March and April and all those things. So, but again, it's neat for our program and to do some things we haven't done in a while. You know, Coach Yao built this program and it was great for so many years. And we're trying to get it back to that level.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Michelle Vopel.
Yeah, Wes, I know, especially as a defensive coach, that overtime against Virginia Tech probably about killed you because that was not your team. But can you talk about how you bounced back from that with such a good defensive effort?
Yeah, you know, I think that's it. I think we had a lot more urgency and I think we were locked in. You know, we made a few mistakes, but for the most part, we kind of executed the way we wanted to defensively and did a pretty good job on the boards. We were so concerned about Louisville's transition that we really didn't let our guards go to the offensive boards much. But our post did a great job of getting us some second chance points, and we did a nice job on the defensive end because they're such great shooters. You don't want to give them a second chance. So, yeah, I think part of it's just urgency and flying around and you know, doing the little things. We have to do that. We always talk about, in a perfect world, we try to hold people to 30 points a half, 60 points a game, and we hit that target right on the dot. And so if we can, you know, continue to do that and defensively and rebounding, I felt bad in the loss. I just felt like I didn't help them much on offense. You know, we stood around a lot. So I'll take a lot of the blame for that. So again, Louisville's so good. You know, to come here. I think 2 years ago, Asia Durr may have outscored us by herself. It was a pretty tough night. So proud of the way our kids bounced back. Happy for our seniors.
Mark Armstrong.
Wes, 2 number one victories, obviously, that goes without saying. You win the conference title last year, so the next step is, in theory, maybe making a run at a national title. That has to be coming into more real focus now, doesn't it? That you have a team in that locker room and that team believes that they have that within themselves to make that a legitimate aspiration?
I hope they do. But again, my biggest concern is, you know, that we don't stall out here. Like I said, I thought in our loss, I thought we stood around a lot and just offensively weren't aggressive. We got to continue to get better. That's what these, you know, the great teams that we're trying to associate with at this point, they're going to be better in March than they are right now. And we got to make sure that we're doing the same thing. And so that's my focus, getting better. As a coach, when you lose, you think of so many things you should do better, and look in the mirror and you wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and can't go back to sleep thinking about it. So what we got to do is make sure those things that we're trying to do to get us to there, we keep grinding for.
Casey Hintz.
Hi, Wes. Congrats on the win. Obviously, Alisa back tonight. She played 30 minutes. Did you expect to have her play as much as she did? Was that kind of obviously on the base of how she was feeling? Also, she mentioned, just watching that loss last week, feeling like she couldn't do anything about it. But, I guess how was the energy for her bringing to the team, even though she wasn't playing?
Yeah. I thought Camille Hobby did an awesome job for us in the loss. And definitely, it was not, the sole reason for us losing, but it was great to have Alisa back. And now with Alisa, and you feel comfortable, you feel confident putting Camille Hobby in also, and that's going to help Alisa. I think that's going to keep her fresher. And 30 minutes, I think is a good target. I know what you're saying though. She was basically off for 3 weeks, and so. But again, a lot of it was just based on feel. In the first half, we got her out a couple of times. She did look a little winded, but adrenaline can do a lot of things for you too. So when we were going down the stretch, I think she was pretty locked in.
Gary Graves.
Hey, Coach, obviously that first quarter kind of helped set the tone inside, having Alyssa back out on the court. I guess your initial plan was just to kind of see how she, just would react and just make sure everybody else would kind of, chip in against their bigs.
Right. Yeah. We, again, we want to work inside out, and a lot of that's based on Elisa's talent, but that's just the way, I've always felt like you should play the game. We want 4 guards though that can shoot the 3 and that can, take you off the bounce if we spread you out. But we like to get it inside and work it back out. And I think again, Alisa does give us confidence. And like I said, I think it's great to have a tandem like that we can go to. And again, it was a tough matchup because Louisville went big a lot of this game, and that's hard on our 4 players sometime to match up on the block. I thought between Cochran and Dixon both, they really tried to go in there and pound it some, and we had some tough matchups. But, the biggest thing was trying to hold them to 1 shot, and that gives you a whole lot better chance.
All right, we got time for one more from Mitchell.
Yeah, Coach, congrats on the win, obviously. I was wondering, kind of what you thought of Jakia Brown-Turner tonight. She led you guys in minutes played, took a lot of shots, but got her points, and seemed to score at kind of all 3 levels and carried you guys at different points on the offensive end. Is she you see her kind of stepping up this season into that role and able to do that against these top level opponents?
Yeah, Jakia is a special player, and we wanting her to expand her game. Last year as a freshman, she didn't play like a freshman, especially in the conference tournament. We would not have won that without Jakia. And we want her though to continue to improve and score at all 3 levels, not just at the 3-point line. And I think she's getting there. But yeah, I thought the second half she really, she didn't shoot the ball well in the first half. Not many people did, to be honest with you. But second half, I thought Jakia, down the stretch, she hit some big shots for us. And that's what we need, because again, she's a great shooter, and we need somebody that can spread the defense a little bit when they're trying to help on Alisa and create the kind of space we need. And Jakia can step out there and do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.